Hi friends, today we are going to see the past year NEET questions for a new chapter which is called as Strategies for Enhancement in Food Production. So in this video we will cover the part 1. So let's begin with the first question which was asked in the year 2017. Homozygous spew lines in cattle can be obtained by. So what do you mean by homozygous spew lines? How can you define them? Homo means same. Right, now you should know the meaning of it. Homo means, I said, it is same or similar. Right, now homozygous can be defined as a zygosity where the degree in which both the copies of the chromosome or the genome, or the gene which will have the same genetic sequence. So what is it? Same genetic sequence. Okay. In other words, it's a degree of similarity of alleles in any organism. Most eukaryotes have two matching sets of chromosomes, and that is why they are called diploid. So I've given you the definition of homozygous spew lines. So how can you obtain, if you see, it is by mating of related individuals of the same breed. Okay, there should be some similarity. Okay, therefore the right answer is option D. Interbreeding increases homozygosity. So mating of related individuals of the same breed will give you homozygous spew lines, which is option D. A spew line consists of progeny descended solely by the self-pollination from the single homozygous plant. It can be in relation with the plant as well. Spew line selection is therefore a procedure for isolating spew lines from a mixed population. Therefore, the correct answer to this question is option D. Next question here. Outbreeding is an important strategy of animal husbandry because it dash. Okay, now here you have to analyze the options here. Okay, you have to analyze the options here. Is useful for producing spew lines of animals? No, because we cannot do outbreeding there. Is useful for overcoming inbreeding depression? That is the right answer. See, we do outbreeding because if imagine, for especially when it comes to cows where the supply of milk is very important. If we continuously give them pressure, I don't think the product will be of fine quality. So outbreeding is an important strategy for the animal husbandry because it is useful in overcoming the inbreeding depression. Therefore the right answer is option B. Okay, so cross organisms from different species of genotypes usually causes sterility, and it also conserves the endangered species. So that is why they go for outbreeding also, the main reason. These are some of the other uses of why we go for an outbreeding. Okay, therefore the right answer to this question is option B. Next question here. Which one of the following pairs is mismatched? Now you have to analyze again here. This question was asked in the year 2007. Pis indica is honey. Okay, Kenia laka is lac, Bombyx mori is silk, and Pila glopsa is pearl. The wrong one is option D. Pila glopsa is not pearl. It's actually the shell. So where will pearl be obtained? If you see, it is Pinctada vulgaris. Okay, so the mismatch is option D. Pinctada vulgaris gives you pearl, while Pila glopsa is actually the shell. Okay, the one which is mismatched is here is option D. Therefore the right answer is option D. Next question here. Which one of the following is a viral disease of poultry? Okay, which one is the viral disease of poultry? Now you have to analyze the options to understand which one is a viral disease. First of all, salmonellosis is a bacterial disease. Okay, so it's bacteria, therefore that is not the answer. The right answer is Newcastle's disease, which is a viral disease, and it is highly contagious generalized viral disease of domestic poultry and wild birds, characterized by gastrointestinal, respiratory and nervous signs. So it's a malfunction of the gastrointestinal, respiratory and the nervous signs. The viral disease is option B, Newcastle's disease. Okay, next question here. Which one of the following is the most suitable medium for the culture of Drosophila Melanogaster? Okay, this question was asked in the year 2006. Agar-agar, it is okay for a bacterial medium or for a fungi or for a bacteria or for even for algae. Cow dung, no. Mostly methanogens grow on cow dung, so that is not the answer again. Moist bread, it is understood you will have fungi growing in it. Now this, actually Drosophila melanogaster is what? It is actually the fruit fly. Okay, so you have the clue now. So what is the suitable medium for it to culture? Where will you find these fruit flies mostly? In fruits, right? So the right answer is ripe banana. The most suitable culture medium for the Drosophila melanogaster is ripe banana. It's actually a fruit fly and often used as genetic development biological researches. Moist spread is a culture medium for the fungus, and rhizopus with agar-agar, and you have cow dung, which is for methanogens. Therefore, the right answer to this question is option B. Next question here. The world's highly priced wool yielding Pashmina breed is dash. This is very easy question for you, because we know whenever we talk about wool, the first thing that comes to our mind is a goat, and the second thing that comes to our mind is cold regions. That is where you get these the wool forms on the body. So Pashmina is the most or it's an almost generic name of the accessories made from the type of this goat, which is obtained from a special breed of goat which is indigenous in the high altitudes of Himalayan range. Okay, the name comes from Pashmina, made from, so you have the meaning here, Persian. Pasha means wool. The special goat's fleece has been used for thousands of years to make a high quality shawls and also bear the same name. So of course it is from the goat, which is option A. Next question here. Which endangered animal is a source of the world's finest, lightest, warmest and the most expensive wool? The chartreuse. This is a very easy question because you have all the options here which will not coincide with it. Cheetal, Nilgalai, Chiru. All these are different names. Now if you take, the right answer will be Kashmiri goat. That is why you get this specific wool actually. So to your right side you can see one of the Kashmiri goat of how it is. So there are different breeds in it. You don't have to worry. If you go search in the net you can see different breeds of it. But this is one good breed where you obtain this expensive wool, and it's really expensive if it is of the original form. So this is the answer for this question, which is option D, Kashmiri goat. Next question here. In Lederberg's replicas experiment, what shall be used to obtain the streptomycin resistant strain? What is streptomycin? It's actually an antibiotic, right? The combination allows us to select the streptomycin resistant strains, and non-resistant strains would die on the medium consisting of antibiotic streptomycin. So in this experiment what happens is, when you have the medium, okay, we used the ones which can survive it will grow, the one which cannot survive will not grow. That is, the combination allows us to select the streptomycin. The one which is resistant will grow on it, so you can identify easily the one which is resistant and one which is not resistant. So actually it is a complete medium and a streptomycin. Okay, the right answer is option B, because only when you have streptomycin incorporated in the medium you will know when the cultured organism is resistant or not resistant to it. So this is actually an experiment that is often done to check the antibiotic sensitivity of certain microorganisms, especially when it comes to a bacteria. Okay, therefore the answer is option B. Next question here. Which one of the following statement is correct in relation to honeybees? Now we have to analyze the options. Apis indica is the largest wild honeybee of India. Honey is predominantly sucrose and albinose. Bee wax is a waste product of the honeybees. Okay, and communication in honeybees was discovered by Carl von Frisch. The right answer is option D. Carl von Frisch carried out many experiments and determined when a foraging bee returns to the hive, it performs a waggle dance. Honey is predominantly glucose and fructose. You do not have sucrose and albinose. Drosata is a big bee than Apis indica. So Apis indica is medium size. Therefore, the first two options are wrong. Bees wax is secreted by a special wax gland to make compartments, and that is not actually the honey. Therefore, the right answer is option D. So the communication in honeybees was discovered by whom? Carl von Frisch. Okay. Next question here. The worker honeybee normally lives for about dash. So this is a direct question, not much of explanation is required. The worker honeybee normally lives for about 90 days. Okay. So we all know worker bee, the queen bee, all that will be there. The worker bees will mostly be, they will be sterile, it seems. They will not be able to produce any offspring. So the right answer to this question is option C, 90. Next question here. Which of the following has been recently used for increasing productivity of super milk cows? Okay, I think you should know this, but it's not just artificial insemination. They call it as super ovulation. Okay, we are talking about something super milk here. So it's something extraordinary then. So that process is actually called super ovulation. The high milk yielding cow is induced to shed 4 to 6 eggs instead of 1. So what are they doing? It's 4 to 6 eggs, it seems. The super ovulated donor is artificially inseminated with semen from the quality bull. The embryos developing from the eggs to fertilize, they are flushed out. The good quality embryos are now transferred to surrogate mother for delivery. So option D is the right answer. It's a combination of super ovulation, artificial insemination and embryo transplantation into the carrier cow, which you call it simply as surrogate mother. Okay. Next question here. In a silkworm, if no juvenile hormone is present when it molts, what will happen? In a silkworm, if no juvenile hormone is present, that is JH they have abbreviated as. So when it is actually, if it is not, and if you don't have this hormone present in the molts, the molt will actually move into another larval stage. The presence of the juvenile hormone is necessary for the metamorphosis. So when it is not there, it is going to molt into another larval stage. Okay, therefore the right answer to this question is option B. Why this hormone is required? If you see the overall metamorphosis process, that is the offspring developing into a full adult, that full process you call it as metamorphosis. So that process will be affected when you don't have this hormone. Next question here. Honey is dash. Honey is acidic in nature. Okay, the pH of honey ranges from 3.4 to 6.1, and average being from 3.9. Okay, so these are direct questions, you don't have too much explanation. Pasteurization of milk involve heating for dash. This is again an easy question, a direct question also. So usually the pasteurization happens for 30 minutes, but the degree is what it matters here. The degree that it undergoes is 65 degrees Celsius. So why do we pasteurize milk? Pasteurization of a milk is a method of partial sterilization by heating milk at 65 to 70 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes. So it's a sterilization technique that they follow for milk. So raw milk is not supplied to you in packets. They come in the pasteurized form. Therefore, the right answer to this question is option C. Okay, this diagram is actually a mistake here. You don't have to worry. I've given you the benefits of honey here. Okay, this is just the outcome of this one. So the previous question we saw, right? I spoke about honey. So it can be compared with that diagram. So here, if you see, when we talk about honey, there are a lot of actually uses. You have it, it can treat wounds. It is good for weight loss. It gives glow for the skin. Then it keeps your intestine in a well working condition. It prevents cold. So there are many activities for this. So I just want to correlate it with it, but it's okay. So I've completed with pasteurization. Pasteurization is a very important technique that is required for the sterilization. It's one of the methods of sterilizing the milk. Okay, with this we complete the part 1 of strategies of food enhancement and production. We will meet in the next part of the same chapter. Thank you.